In the 17th chapter of the Quran, verse 33, God teaches us how to deal with capital punishment. God says, "And do not kill a soul that God has made forbidden except for the requirements of justice. And whoever is killed unjustly, we give to his heir authority, so let him not exceed the just limits in killing. Surely he is helped." What this means is that the person who inherits the victim, their heir, the closest relative of the victim, gets to decide whether the murderer is forgiven or whether the capital punishment should be carried out. The role of the state is to establish guilt. They do the investigations, they do all of that, and they get to establish guilt. But God says it is the heir who gets to decide what happens next. This is the only just way, and I can explain why. Recently, in the state of Missouri, just a couple of days ago, a person named Marcellus Williams was executed for a murder he was convicted of, which happened, I don't know, a decade or so ago. Whether this man is guilty or innocent, I don't know. A lot of people are claiming that he was innocent, that the evidence is tainted, but now we'll never know that because they went on and executed him. And the governor of the state of Missouri basically said that he did this for the family. He said, "We hope this gives finality to a case that's languished for decades, re-victimizing Mrs. Gale's family for decades. Except the family itself asked him not to have this man executed." In a CNN article, they is quoted as saying the victim's family had asked the inmate be spared death. There is a chance that this man was innocent, except the state found him guilty. The right thing to do would have been to follow the family wishes. And this man, this governor, he went against the family's wishes, victimizing them again while claiming that he was doing it for them. And this is why what God revealed in the Quran is the only right way to do things. If you consider a murder, you have to understand that you cannot imagine how that feels. Until it happens to you, you have no frame of reference. So whether you are somebody that believes in abolishment of capital punishment, but you've never had a family member murdered, who are you to say anything? Nobody murdered your daughter. Nobody murdered your mother. Nobody murdered them in a vicious way. Or if you are a person like this governor who just wants to kill people, who are you to decide? You have no horse in this race. If a family member demands that this person is forgiven, that this person's life is spared, who are you to victimize the family again by denying them the right? This is why what God revealed in the Quran is the only right way to do things. You can do what you want, but I am laying out a case here and using an example of what may have been a grievous injustice that happened recently in order to explain to you why what God revealed is the truth. Ultimately, if everybody obeyed God, this man would still be alive and he would have an opportunity to prove his innocence. The family would have gotten what they wanted and their voice would have been heard, and they would not be victimized again by their voice being taken away by this governor. This is what God revealed in the Quran, and this is the only right way to do things. Peace be with you.